After the king and queen's union was solidified, other rival nations sought to claim Eden's land and resources for themselves. Eden's top scientist, Sir Adam the Wise, had been trying to get his new inventions for Eden sponsored. However, to no avail, all of his previous attempts fell on deaf ears to seek aid from the kingdom. However, with this new project, Adam was sure to get sponsored this time.
Alright. After months of planning, this plan guarantees to be foolproof. I just hope the king will finally hear me out, this time. Good afternoon, sire. I take it that all is well. You seem to be in much higher spirits these days.
Is it that obvious? I guess that's what we call love. Now, Sir Adam, what can I do for you?
My king, I've been trying for so long to share and distribute my knowledge throughout Eden. However, with each of my previous attempts, none of the guards or nobles of the castle never got back to me. I was beginning to lose all hope until today, when I was finally able to reach the king personally. That's why I'm going to showcase my magnum opus before your very eyes, Your Excellency. Please, observe.
Sir Adam, what is this? What sorcery or forbidden art was used to bring about this creature?
Do you like it? That humanoid creature is what you would call a pseudo. I consider it the perfect upgrade to the mythical homunculus. They're designed to be the perfect soldiers to send to war and defeat the rival nations that oppose us.
My apologies, Sir Adam. I just don't think the world is ready for such creations, just yet. It just seems morally wrong to force sentient beings to fight.
My lord, why do you hesitate? Don't you have any idea how many of these neighboring countries are planning to take everything we have? These pseudo will grant us the power other countries could only dream of. Why carve from this opportunity?
My decision is no one that's final. Eden solves conflict with peace instead of more violence. Now, I bid you a good day, sir.
That does it. This kingdom has rejected my knowledge for the last time. That cowardly boy has no right to sit on that throne. It should be me, only me and no one else.
This final rejection officially gave rise to Adam plotting mutiny against the king and the royal family. As he remained hidden from the public eye and plotted from the shadows, one of Adam's minions returned from the desert with an interesting treasure.
Master, after months of searching, our team has finally returned with an amazing treasure.
Let me guess, it's another perfectly preserved dinosaur fossil.
No, sir. It's the forbidden, dark matter orb that contains Lilith's essence.
Once the robot returned to Adam, he ordered his minions to deliver the dark matter orb to him at once. Adam placed the orb in front of him, where he could observe the priceless item for himself.
Magnificent. Truly wonderful. At long last, the force that the legendary heroes themselves had to bring down is now in my possession. Soon and very soon, the King of Eden will be overthrown by its new ruler, King Adam the Wise.
Suddenly, Adam heard an unfamiliar voice linger within his private study.
If it's the power to rule you desire, why not partner and become one with me? I alone can grant you the power to bend the very world itself to your each and every whim.
Who's here? Show yourself.
It is I, Lilith, the Queen of Shadows. If you require my services, simply place your hands on this orb. I guarantee, you will not be disappointed.
All right, I'm placing my hands on the orb. Now what? My word. Where am I? How did I get here?
I knew there was something special about you. Your face reminds me of one of the legendary heroes. His name was Ehud Ben-Jera.
So, those legends we've heard about you all were true. You're truly the one and only Queen of Shadows, Lilith.
Well, that's not entirely true. I just so happen to be missing my other half. I innately gave her an assignment to revive me, if I had lost to the heroes in battle. However, she seems to be taking her sweet time. It appears that I've been sealed here for countless millennia with no luck of being revived. I don't know what else could be taking her so long. I was starting to lose all hope until you showed up.
Your other half wouldn't happen to be Lita Azura, would it? She's the only one that comes to mind, in terms of someone resembling you.
Wait, you know where she is? Please, tell me more.
She's the current Queen of Eden. She wedded King Lucius not too long ago. They're even raising a small daughter nowadays, as well.
I can't believe it. My other half is not only a queen, but a mother and wife as well. Meanwhile, I would have been stuck here sealed for all eternity. This betrayal can only be atoned with blood.
I'm glad you feel this way, Lilith. I require the strength of a living legend such as yourself to accomplish certain goals. For you see, your other half is the wife of the man I'm going to overthrow. In order to do that, a partnership with the legendary Queen of Shadows herself is more than ideal. I set you free, you make me a king. Do we have a deal?
Of course, dear. Let's seal our little agreement with a kiss.
After Lilith had been released from her prison, Lita immediately grew ill and started having night terrors, as the coming days progressed. As the days passed, Lita seemed to had grown more ill by the day and have even more night terrors as she slept. Her condition had gotten so bad that it even started taking both a physical and psychological toll on her body.
Goodness. Where am I? Everything here is pitch black dark. Lucius, where are you?
You failed and disappointed me for the last time, Lita. Retribution for your betrayal is imminent.
No. That voice. Impossible. It's you, but how can that be?
Boo!
Lilith, it's really you. How did you get set free? The heroes defeated and sealed you away centuries ago.
A girl never kisses and tells her secrets. I thought you'd be the first to know that after making a name for yourself. After all, you're the titular Queen of Eden, both happily married and raising a child. You seem to be living quite the good life.
Enough. I know full well you're not here just to drop by and say hello. Why did you come back?
Now, don't give me such a bitter look. Since I'm not as cruel as you, I'll give you a second chance. Agree to merge with me now and I guarantee to spare both your husband and daughter. Of course, you'll no longer exist. However, a queen's duty is to sacrifice herself for the sake of many. I say it's a rather noble cause, wouldn't you agree?
And give up the crown to a fiend like you? I'll rather fight to my last breath to find you. This rosario I got from the priest is proof of my resolve.
I admire your heroine spirit. However, in the coming days, that will be your ultimate undoing. In the meantime, enjoy your final days with your loved ones. Because, you'll regret it if you don't. Farewell, my other half. I'll be coming to take back what's rightfully mine, within these next few days. See you then.
I don't understand. Why do I keep having these night terrors every other night?
Lita, I heard a lot of commotion from outside the halls. Is everything okay?
Lucius, I can't explain it. But, Lilith has been set free from her prison and is coming to get me. I don't know what to do.
Lita, what are you talking about? Lilith is gone. There's no way she's coming back. Is she what's been causing her nightmares?
Yes. I've been constantly harassed by her essence these past few days. I keep being told that everything I am and what we've accomplished together will be lost, thanks to her resurrection. Lucius, I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose you or our daughter. I don't want to lose our kingdom or myself. Please, save me.
Lita, you can rest easy knowing that I'm here to protect my family. We'll even face Lilith together, if it comes to that. I'm not leaving your side no matter what.
However, that was all said before what took place next. A few days had passed since Lita's night terrors had ended. However, we wish we could have said the same thing for what took place next.
All right. So, let me get this straight. You brought us out to this dark cemetery for what reason?
Patience, my beloved. This very site where we stand was the battleground between me and the other 4 heroes. Although centuries have passed, my dark essence still reigns in this land. Observe.
Lilith, what is the meaning of this? You have the power to spawn monsters with your dark powers?
Oh, you've only scratched the surface of my powers. My side will send legions of monsters to attack the people of Eden. You just stick to the plan and finish the job on your end. Sounds like a deal?
Well, who can argue with a deal like that? I'll be sure not to disappoint the great Queen of Shadows. Just think. After today, the throne to Eden is as good as mine.
Soon afterwards, monsters of all sorts flooded Eden and began attacking innocent bystanders everywhere. Go.
Go.
Sir Adam, what's going on out here? Why are all these strange creatures out attacking Eden?
Quickly, Your Highness. There's no time to waste. Our top priority is to secure the royal family to higher ground at once.
Alright, Sir Adam, I believe this is a safe spot away from the monsters. Please, find my family and bring them here as well.
Rest assured, Your Majesty. The rest of your family will join you soon enough. However, this marks the final chapter of King Lucius and the beginning of King Adam the Wise.
Wait, what?
All this took place as Lita searched frantically for her missing husband. While the rest of Prince Lucius' family were trying to escape, Lita was in an absolute panic trying to find her husband. The royal knight, Klein, was finding a way for Lita and Violet to escape, while Chrissy was trying to console Lita.
Lucius, my beloved. Where are you? Where did you go?
Your Highness. It isn't safe here. The castle is on fire, you must leave at once.
Chrissy, please tell me. Have you seen Lucius? I can't find him anywhere. Where could he have gone in a time like this?
I'm afraid we had no luck on our end either. We've searched everywhere we could. I understand you're grieving, my queen. However, your husband would want both you and your daughter to escape from here. We don't know how long the chopper will last. That's why we need to escape now.
Chrissy, I have one favor to ask. Please take Violet far away from here and keep her safe in your group's care. I'm not ready to leave this place quite yet.
Your Majesty. What are you saying? Eden is teeming with monsters now. There is nothing more we can do here.
There's something only I can do. It's Lilith. She's after me. While I go, I'll buy you all the time you need to escape. Please, trust me on this.
Yes, Your Majesty. I swear, we'll never forget both you or your husband.
Before the two went their separate ways, Lita then handed Chrissy her sacred rosario to give to Violet when she came of age as both a charm and keepsake. Meanwhile, this happens.
Tell me, Klein. I don't know how long we can keep this up. If we don't leave now, we're as good as finished.
Believe me, I understand where you're coming from. But we can't leave this place without the royal family.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It's look like only one is coming with us now.
Wait! What happened to Lita? Didn't you warn her about this?
I did, but she insisted on staying behind. Now isn't the time for questions. We have to go now. I can't believe it. How could something like this happen in a single night? We've practically lost everything we had. Now, what are we supposed to do? We're down to just the clothes on our backs and a toddler we have to protect with our lives.
Yeah, it's going to get rough for the time being. I'm not sure how we're going to make ends meet with the little pocket change I have on me. But, one thing is certain. The King and Queen of Eden entrusted us with the only light we have left for our country's future. We'll find a way somehow. We'll find a way together. With the land of Eden now being reduced to rubble overnight, there was nowhere left for Lita to run. In fact, she went out to do the opposite and face Lilith head-on, once and for all. However, the strangest thing happened.
This is the final straw, Lilith. You've stolen from me for the last time. It's time to finish this.
Me? Steal from a lesser fragment of myself? I believe there's been a misunderstanding. So, why don't I refresh your memory? This life you're living was never yours to begin with. Everything you are and what you have accomplished was all because of me. So if anything, I'm just taking back what's rightfully mine. Had you have just done your job and reawakened me right after I'd been sealed, all of this could have been avoided.
That's a lie and you know it. Right afterwards, you would have just disposed of me like a pawn and continue your reign of terror across the land. The priest was right. For the sake of the world, you had to be sealed away. There was no other choice.
Even if your statement is absolutely true, what of it? A mere pawn should just do as she's told and have no business becoming self-aware and go acting on her own accord. Thanks to you and your defiance, it's become an absolute pain just to look at you. It's about time we end this.
The brief fight ended with Lita being rendered unconscious and being taken away by Lilith's minions. Lita was completely shocked and disturbed when she had awakened to this otherworldly place underground.
What's going on? Where am I? How did I get here? What's this? I can't even move.
Greetings, Your Majesty. I do hope you find our accommodations to your liking.
Adam, what's the meaning of this? Why are you here? Where are we?
Let's just say, I'm here to fulfill my end of the deal. Tonight, the sun has set on your reign as the High Rulers of Eden. Tomorrow will give rise to the dawning of a new era. Our King Adam the Wise shall assume the throne of this country and shall rename it Almagist.
You bloody traitor. Both you and your followers will pay dearly for this, once my husband hears about your schemes.
Oh, are you talking about Lucius? I'm afraid he's no longer an obstacle in our goals. I should know because I personally disposed of him myself tonight and fed his remains to the pseudo.
No. How could you do something so monstrous?
Enough of this. You'll be reunited with your husband soon enough. Your essence will be extracted and returned to Lilith at once. However, before we start, let me say this one thing. I've always admired you from afar. Despite being the other half of Lilith, you had such radiant qualities that any man would be lucky to have you by their side. It's a crying shame you chose Lucius as your lover. out of all the men in this world. Pity.
You.
That does it. Minion, initiate the extraction process here and now.
Yes, Master.
Oh no.
You. That's quite the sight for sore eyes.
Once her essence was returned to Lilith, what remained of Lita was nothing more than a pool of black ink that flooded the lair. Once the dreaded invasion ended, Adam assumed the throne of Eden and renamed the country to Almagist, as Lilith ruled by his side. The two soon wedded and later started a family with their only child named Prince Azazel. Just when you thought things weren't bad enough, the story still continues on after this. After absorbing Lita's essence, Lilith's dark powers skyrocketed now that she was at her full strength. Upon regaining her full strength, Lilith's dark powers shook the very continent itself, causing a rift that separated her domain from the east. Her domain, once known as the Land of Shadows, has now become the Blood Continent, a land unfit for human survival. It was just as Adam predicted. The next day's sunrise marked the dawning of a new era. The dark minions of Lilith from ancient times have now resurfaced, thanks to the full reawakening of the Queen of Shadows' dark essence. These dreaded dark forces plagued humanity to no end, as monsters enslaved humans and treated them as livestock. The only way a person could be spared from slavery was to abandon their own humanity and become pseudo themselves. Which many of them unfortunately did. Throughout the years, the retainers of Eden's future successor traveled all over the Eastern world to find allies in order to take back Eden from Almagist. But, alas, the other countries unfortunately declined, as this was a lot of money and manpower to be risking for people they know nothing about. Their odds of seeking help were reduced even lower whenever they mentioned anything pertaining to the Blood Continent. For many years, all hope seemed lost. There seemed to be no physical way of gathering aid that'll deliver those suffering in the Blood Continent. Was this really the final chapter of Eden? Was there any meaning to Lita's sacrifice to protect her child? Were the survivors of Eden left to wander and travel the world without a purpose? These thoughts echoed in the hearts of Eden's survivors as they traveled the world, being denied aid in other countries, one after another. However, their luck turned around when the scouts of Montero Valley informed Violet's retainers about the Joint Services Agency. This was a land of heroes who each possessed special abilities. They offered their services to anyone in need. After hearing their story, the agency sent their best and brightest heroes to aid them on their journey to take back Eden. One can only wonder what happens next for this future ruler of Eden.